analysis. He does it easy peasy.
NPFL, the Nigerian Premier Football League, on. And I'm not forgetting as well everything happening across the sporting world in tennis, Formula 1, golf. I will bring that to you just like you like it. Of course, we'll be touching down the All-Africa game latest from the All-Africa AITTF. And of course, not forgetting the one I love to talk about so much, the Super Eagles and of course, the Super Falcons of Nigeria. So sit back, relax. You can grab a glass of juice, a cup of coffee. Just feel good, easy, busy. Because the sport bishop, the magistrate, the pilot, the prophet, the professor is live here in the studio.
Right here, just like he said. But if you're driving, don't drink anything. Just park your car, open the doors, tune up the audio level of your radio set, and let everybody gather around to listen to sport. And one man has just been smiling ever since one team managed to go through the next round of the UEFA Champions League through a penalty shootout. You know him as Mr. J, but his name is Johnson Makoji. Good to have you, Mr. J.
You can put it anyhow you want it. All that matters is, it's a night of electrification at Emirates Stadium, and it's good I was there live to
live at the front of your room.
No, I was at Emirates. Why wasn't I here yesterday? It's a game. It's what all Arsenal fans have been clamoring for. A night that we've been waiting for 14 years. So it's what being there live, seeing everything that happened, how those cool guys took their penalties coolly, my brother. Nice to be there.
Fantastic one. Sport Bishop, Mr. J, big news reaching us all the way from somewhere that former AS Roma manager, former Chelsea manager, former Real Madrid manager, former Manchester United manager, former FC
Tottenham. You know, there's
Tottenham Sport, and of course FC Porto manager,
the man who has won it all.
We heard that he has submitted his CV to become the next coach of the Super Eagles. Sport Bishop, fallacy, or it's something that it's about time we get such a man.
It's about time we get such a man. Come on. The Super Eagles deserve more. Oliver Twist. If we can't get a protege, why not get the master himself?
That goes to tell you how far.
Come on,
no, that goes to tell you how far Super Eagles have reached. We have reached that level
where we get a grade A coach that we cannot afford.
We can afford it.
We can afford Pesero. A grade what?
There are reasons why we couldn't even negotiate further with Jose Pesero.
Okay, you weren't convinced with his performance.
Yes, but bringing a certain Jose Mourinho to.
All right, soon I will let this man have a go on this topic, and let's go on a short breather. When we return, we will be heading straight to the local scene. Good news are coming all the way from Ghana, and Aruna Kodri has not stopped wowing us with the fifth recent ITTF ranking, and of course a live game from the Nigerian Premier Football League. Don't move a muscle. We will be right back. News from the local scene. All right, these men are still dreaming of this coach, Mourinho, that we might not just get this guy, but it's just in April, and that will be done and dusted. But before we move into the big story for today, let's rush to the Nigerian Premier League as games are currently ongoing. Ekutosiam, oh my goodness, the emerging star of Eimba's attacking setup has revealed that the team is on the revenge mission to secure maximum points against Remo Stars in Ikane. But heavyweight will clash later today. In fact, the game is already 8 minutes old in that one, and the counter is at the Remo Stadium live in Ikane. Recall that the defending champion fell to a 1-0 defeat at home against Remo Stars in the reverse fixtures right there in Aba. But it's going to be a revenge mission according to Eze Ekutosiam in that one. Sport Bishop, any information on that one as we run through the games, especially the full result between Plateau United and Gombe United, then the games that is currently ongoing in the Nigerian Premier Football League?
Absolutely. We've seen the first hat-trick in match the 25 of the Nigerian Premier Football League. Emmanuel Salas Niroid scoring a hat-trick for Plateau United in the 68th minute, 72nd minute and 79th minute to ensure the Plateau United beat Gombe United by 4-0. And Nejo scored the earlier goal in the 53 minutes. That was really a mauling in that encounter. Other games ongoing right now in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Doma United playing a goalless draw with Shooting Stars. Remo Stars and Aimba playing a goalless draw at Ikene. Kano Pillars and Enugu Rangers at the Sani Abacha Stadium is still goalless draw. Aqua United is playing a goalless draw with Bendel Insurance of Benin. Lobby Stars and Rivers United, that game is for 4 p.m. The game is yet to begin from what we're gathering. Same with Sunshine Stars and Kasana United. That game will play as well at the Akure Township Stadium. Heartland still playing a goalless draw against Albia Warriors at the Alka Township Stadium. Kwara United playing a goalless draw by United, and of course United Tornadoes playing a goalless draw with Sporting Lagos. That game is going on at the Sani Abacha Stadium, far away in Kaduna. That's the Ahmadu Bello Stadium, pardon, in Kaduna. So good one for Plateau United. They've laid a marker, and hopefully we see more goals come before the end of the games going on.
Talking about more goals, just when the Sport Bishop was ruling the scoreline in the game that is currently ongoing, Doma United have opened the scoring against Shooting Stars. That goal came in the 9th minute. We will definitely get the scorer for you as the show progresses. As a seat, it is Doma United 1 and Shooting Stars 0. Let me come to Mr. Johnson and Mr. J in the building. Earlier this afternoon, we heard that center referee Jimo Abdurrashid and his assistant Zakari Adamu have bid farewell to the Nigerian Premier Football League after being found guilty of substandard officiating. Recall that game between Rivers United and Kano Pillars was marred with controversies from the referee, especially that goal that was awarded to Rivers United. It was Kano Pillars who went to file a petition concerning the referees in that one. And as I'm speaking to you, Mr. J, the NFF as well as the NPFL have united in their decision to send the center referee and his assistant, let them go and rest for a while, pending when they will return. But for now, they have been banned from the NPFL.
Very good. A very good one for me, because if there's anything people have been complaining, or fans that is making people to turn off our local league, is officiating.
Domestic league, I don't like call it local.
Anything that is happening in your domain is local. You understand?
You can't beat him to his word.
It's our own, so it's okay in our domestic league.
Absolutely,
as,
thank you.
As you prefer it.
Yeah.
It's of poor officiating. It will go up. We will want to praise them. All of a sudden,
And
you see something that will just take you out of it, and it has turned a lot of football fans in this nation off the league. So, if that can be fixed, they should whip. Whoever is found wanting, it should be given a very big whip, and this should stand as a very big eye opener. As in a big lesson to those who might still want to indulge in poor officiating by any means. This poor officiating I'm talking about is, they may be very good referees, but because they want to show favoritism to one side, and we will see them making some unfriendly, unkind calls that you can not even unfathom.
Now talking about some unkind calls, Mr. J. Despite the fact I'm happy that Jimo and of course Zakari have both been suspended indefinitely. I think the more should be done. There are other games where I feel we've not heard from the NPFL, that is the interim management committee led by Lebeleye, Honorable Benga Lebeleye. The game had happened in Eimba, where the referee had to go check the OB van of a pay TV station to decide whether a goal went in or not. That is horrendous officiating, and there's no rule in the books that says you can do that. But if you make a decision, you stand by it.
Hold on. Has Enyimba, who was that officiating in favor?
Against was it?
It was Enyimba.
Enyimba versus I don't remember the team right now.
But it has that
Enyimba
team officially.
They've lodged a complaint.
And have they lodged the complaint? Then we wait to see.
That's what I'm saying. I want swift. I like the fact that we saw a swift response. I thought there was a lot of outcry on social media by journalists and a lot of people. I want to see a swift response.
We will also push
game
for this.
Also in the game that happened in Castina as well. Who gives that penalty against Heartland? He didn't say Obi. We complained that Obi hasn't won a game, but come on, how would he win a game with such a dodgy call, man?
All right, the game between Doma United and Shooting Stars, where we saw the early goals in that one. That goal has been chopped off by the center referee. It seems the referees are now being careful with their calls. So it is a goalless between Doma United and Shooting Stars. But the game between Niger Tornadoes and Sporting Lagos have recorded the first goal in that one with Niger Tornadoes, the home side, going ahead in the 10th minute to take the lead. So as it stands, only the game between Niger Tornadoes and Sporting Lagos have recorded the first goal. Alright, away from the NPFL as we continue to keep track on that one and bring you a great update in that one spot, Bishop. It's been a fantastic for Team Nigeria in the ongoing 13th All-African Games as a nail-biting encounter. The Nigerian women's cricket team emerged triumphant against Uganda. Oh my word! Securing the bronze medal in the 13th African Games after winning the toss. Nigeria up to bowl first, showcasing exceptional bowling process to restrict Uganda to a modest total of 76 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in 20 overs. Bottom line, our cricket team has won a bronze medal in this one. It was a heart-stopping climax. Nigeria securing 7 runs from 6 deliveries to seal a historic wins with 3 wickets to spare. Lucky Piatti despises the first 2 balls for back-to-back boundaries, sending Nigeria dugouts into euphoria and the Uganda bench to utter shock and disbelief. This is what I want to see. Our cricket team are not known to be that dominant, but right now they are staking their claims in Africa. What a way to start that sport, Bishop.
Absolutely, they call the yellow greens for the right reasons. They're winning games. We saw them prepare here in Abuja. We saw how the team had a plan. You know, ahead out of the competition, you realize that nobody gave them a chance. But like I said, we saw what we saw with the Abuja competition before the Afcon, before the African game. We saw a lot of things that happened. So I'm really happy. Uganda, beating Uganda is a shocker for me. I must be sincere with you. I didn't see that happening. Salome Sunday with a stellar performance for the team. She was named the player of the match in that encounter, helping her team to the bronze medal. It's unprecedented. It looks like the last one bronze, we call it the golden
bronze.
It looks like, cause for a team we didn't expect them to go far to win this. It's absolutely a great one for them. I'm really elated. I'm really happy with what the girls have done far away in Ghana.
Far away in Ghana, Mr. J. Wrestling, boxing. No, the boxing hasn't started yet. Weightlifting and wrestling. We have been going so well. 6 more gold medals we won. That was yesterday in weightlifting with the likes of Adijat Olarionye and Folashade Rafiotu Lawan. Both cruised to victories in their respective categories, winning gold all through. 6 gold. For these 2 ladies.
This for me is a very big call for Ministry of Sports and Youth Development all to give more attention to all other sports in this nation, because if you are going for Olympics or all African Games, what keeps you there is a number of medals you win.
Absolutely.
And if you are very good in just one particular game, you will come home with just 1 medal probably. That is if you end up winning it. So going for competitions like this, Olympics, all African game, you have to be good in most of these games, and because that is what will fetch you medals, and that is what will put you on top of the table.
I think I want to agree with you, Mr. J, because if you look at Adija Rofiatu, she won 3 gold medals.
Yep.
Just one weightlifter,
exactly.
winning 3 gold. But for the football, you only win 1 gold.
Exactly.
Sport Bishop, you want to give us updates on the medal table?
Absolutely. Yeah, Egypt are running away with it. It's now looking like a roller coaster. A total of 100 medals they've won. 59 gold, 21 silver, and 20 bronze. For Nigeria, they sit second. Adrift with 22 gold, 13 silver, 19 bronze, with 54 in total. Algeria third with 19 gold, 24 silver, 27 bronze, 70 in total. South Africa fourth, 18 gold, 18 silver, 32 bronze. Wow, 68 in total. And for Tunisia, they sit fifth in 6 gold, 18 silver, 19. But I think the biggest winner for me is Mauritius and Madagascar. They've got 3 gold each alongside Eritrea. Morocco with 2 gold, 6 silver, and 5 bronze sit up in 9. While Libya are 10th with 1 gold, 11 silver, and 1 bronze.
Sport Bishop, please, the host nation, our Ghanaian brothers.
Okay.
Please, where are they on the medal table?
They sit on the 13th on the log with 1 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze.
Look, okay, that means they're above Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea's above them.
This is not from Mr. J.
All right, more from the 13th All-African Games, but this one, it is from tennis, as good news emanating from the camp of number 1 ranked African player, Aruna Kadri, as he retains his number 1 position following the ITTF update on the ranking. The Nigerian international though suffered a defeat in the final to Egyptian Omar Assad, which made it the 3rd consecutive time he will be losing to the North African in the game. But according to the latest ranking released by the International Table Tennis Federation (ITTF), Aruna is placed 11th in the ranking, while African champions Assad is placed at 22nd in the world. So it simply means that Aruna Kadri in the world is ranked above his Egyptian rival, but in Africa he's ranked above Aruna Kadri. So it is more like a neck-to-neck challenge. Mr. J, before you wade into this one, Aruna will be hoping to garner more points when the ITTF open the championship immediately after the African Games. So it simply means that Aruna Kadri still has a chance to topple Omar Hassan before the year runs out.
He has toppled him already. He's 11th in the world. Hassan is 22nd in the world.
But in Africa,
in Africa, the African Games, not in Africa. Hassan has been dominant in the past 3 African Games against him. But let me be sincere, when they've met in another competition, he's also won. It's been, like Feinberg had said, it's been a neck and neck. And the fact that Haruna Kwadi is a quality player, the guy is sweet, he's swaggerlicious, absolute, Ludon Cross. The guy is a player.
What's holding him in Africa? Achilles
heels. There's this mental block that normally happens. You just can't seem to, like Manchester can't seem to beat Liverpool no matter how much they try. It's been like that for 21 years at the Anfield Stadium. It looks like that for Marcel with the African Games. And I think it's something he can get out of. He's a quality player. I think he's the best hands in Africa. 11 places above Omar Assar. That tells you that it's no mean feat. So wait and see. But I tell you, it's really good for Nigerian tennis to see players like this. We see. Don't forget, at the All Africa, we saw 18-year-old, 11-year-old, 12-year-old.
Yeah.
The future in table tennis
for Nigeria
is bright.
Yeah.
Is bright. And talking about the brightness of our game, let's come to the big one on the table. You can start sending your prediction as well as your thoughts on the big topic for today. Coach Jose Mourinho has submitted his CV, according to report, to be the next manager for the Super Eagles, the number 3 ranked African team, and the number 40th ranked team in the world. Yeah. He wants to be the next coach of the Super Eagles. Do you agree that Jose Mourinho should be the next man to take over the helms of affair for the Super Eagles? Don't ask me if he's going to be paid his salary. Don't ask me how they are going to be paid his salary. I do not want to know. But what we want to know is the NFF, Mourinho, they are currently in a long conversation on how this one is going to materialize. So let's hear your thoughts on 070 0010 961 961 070 0010 961 961. Keep your calls coming, keep your voice notes, your WhatsApp call as well as a WhatsApp message on that number. Let's hear your thought on that one. And of course, Arsenal, Man City are in the Champions League quarterfinals. Absolutely. Do you see the English side retaining the UEFA Champions League this season? Let's hear your thoughts. Do well to call us. Mr. J, you want to say something about Mourinho? Or you don't think we have what it takes to have him?
All we want to hear from the listeners or viewers is a yes or no.
Yeah.
What's your take? Do you want him for the Super Eagles, or you don't want him? Just let us have the take. Like you said, we don't want you to go into how sure are we? Have we found out this? Is this authentic? Is it rumor? Because every transfer I've ever seen in my life started with a rumor, so you can't really rule it out.
Let me be sincere with you. Let's look at it from this point of view. You said Pesero is a defensive-minded manager who has been under the guidance and mastery of no other than Jose Mourinho, and you want to get Jose Mourinho. Are you going forward or is it going backward?
I will simply answer. No, I've had your question.
Because the big question is this. Let me be sincere with you.
Okay.
Do we want to play a defensive kind of football, or do we want to play attacking kind of football? What's the plan, the philosophy, the style of the Super Eagles?
What is our better way? I have heard the question. Let me answer you. Keep going.
See, apart from can you pay, which is a big issue.
No matter how long you go, the answer is whatever the tactics is. Mourinho is winner.
So you want to win?
Yeah, we want to win.
Why do you have a problem with Jose Pesero? Because he almost won the African Cup of Nations.
He almost. What has he won in his career? Will you compare him to Jose Mourinho in terms of trophy winning?
Why do you think that Mourinho would win something with the Super Eagles of Nigeria?
Because he's a born winner. He won with
playing defensively.
It's only if he's on a course. Is in a course club that he fails to win.
Let me tell you something. You know, we had a defensive attacker in Victor Osimhen at the African Cup of Nations. Do you want to see Osimhen doing a defensive duty doing the attacking duties? Do you want to see someone choose a tracking back every other day of the week and twice on Sunday?
My brother, if Osimhen is playing under, if he's playing under Jose Mourinho, you will see the best of Osimhen.
Wow.
Look, cast your mind back to how he brought out the best of Didier Drogba.
I'm looking at Mourinho at Roma.
I'm looking at Mourinho at Chelsea. When he was a special one.
That's how many years ago?
He did it. Okay, the Mourinho at Inter Milan.
What did he do at Inter Milan?
He won the Champions League.
As far back as when?
He won the treble.
They're taking me back to
he won the maiden edition of the UEFA Conference, UEFA Europa Conference League
with Roma.
With Roma, yes.
Roma should be playing Champions League football. He's winning Conference League.
But that was the competition they played in, and he won it.
Wow. Was he equipped enough to play in the Champions League? That is another question we should be asking. I have had enough from this man in the studio. I want to hear from you. What do you think of coach Jose Mourinho becoming the next coach for the Super Eagles? As a report we are hearing is that he has submitted a CV, and though the application letter is open now for us or anyone to want to scrutinize, but Jose Mourinho is that man that have indicated interest to become the coach of the Super Eagles, and our phone line is buzzing already. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
What's the name and where you calling from?
This is Demola from Durumi.
Demola, talk to me.
I think if Mourinho will become Nigeria coach, it will be good. It will be very okay. But the but that is there is that can we cope with Mourinho?
Why not?
We cannot cope with Pesero.
Pesero has not won any major trophy in his career. Mourinho has won also. Want him to repeat
can our player play part of Mourinho? Are they get the strength to play the part of Mourinho? That is another thing.
That's a big question.
And another thing is, I'm sorry to say, can our NFF can them pay in salary?
That is not for us to
they cannot afford $120,000 I think to zero.
Yeah.
Can they afford Mourinho? Because I know that Mourinho's salary will be bigger than what he will request for. It will be bigger than 120 that Jose Pesero is request for.
Their classes are different. If you have the fund, you look at the class, you go.
Sir, coach is coach. There is no difference between Guardiola and Ateta.
Thank you very much.
Just experience that is matter.
It's experience.
Is that Mourinho's experience we want?
All right, thank you very much all the way from Durumi. Our caller has been a very, very spot on, if you ask me, concerning his take for the next coach.
Do we have the players to play Mourinho's pattern?
He will come to the NPFL and pick players.
And that's what we want.
And talking about the NPFL, it's all about baptism of fire for Bendel Insurance. After winning Gombe United in the last game 2-0, they are currently trailing Aqua United by 2-0. That game is already 26 minutes, and Bendel Insurance are 2 goals down. Another team that is 2 goals down is Abia Warriors, away from home to Atland of Owerri. That game is currently in its 28th minute, and Atland is currently leading Abia Warriors
finally
by
a win.
2-0.
Finally a win.
It is not full time. It is not full time yet.
Has ended the unwinning run.
Other games as Aquara United are leading by Bayelsa United by a lone goal.
Absolutely.
It is Lobby Stars 1, Rivers United nil. After that scandalous draw they got against the Kano Pillars, and Niger Traders are still leading Sporting Lagos by a lone goal. Remo Stars and Eimba is still playing goalless. Sunshine Stars and Castina United is still goalless, while Kano Pillars and Enugu Rangers it is goalless at this stage. And 29 minutes between Doma United and Shooting Stars, it is goalless. Before we go for our official commercial break, Sport Bishop, Victor Boniface is set to return for the Super Eagles in a game against South Africa. Coach Jose Pesero said something. He said that he missed the service of Victor Boniface. Do you think this is the perfect time to have him, or we should just wait till the end of the season?
There is no perfect time not to have a player. I think if he's fit and ready, he should be called up. As simple as ABC.
Simple.
He was missed at the Afcon. Oh yes, he was. We hear his recovery is moving in the right direction. We hear that the news coming from according to Alonso is positive. So if he's fit enough to be part of the team by May, June, why not? It's one of the after Victor Osimhen, I think he's the biggest striker Nigeria has attacking export
at the moment. Yeah.
So for me, good one for him. I think a big news for the Super Eagles. But yet again, that's if the Super Eagles doesn't boil down to a player, it's about. First of all, let's answer the big questions. Who is going to be the manager when they come? What style of football are they going to play? Because we're going to play the style of football we saw the AFCON. Boniface will be as useless as Osimhen was throughout the African Cup of Nations. So that is why I ask. So guys, don't worry, you can be part of the show. Simple. Don't forget you can still listen to us anywhere in the world. If you go to your radio garden and get to Voice of the People 96.1 Abuja, you can listen to us anywhere in the world. You want to see how Mr. J looks like, how Fine Boy looks like, how I look like, go to the YouTube channel. We're live streaming at the moment. You can drop your comments on YouTube. You can drop your messages on SMS, WhatsApp message, WhatsApp voice note, and WhatsApp call, normal call on this number 0700 010961961. That is 0700 010961961. Let's take this message. It says, good evening, sports crew. Franklin from Area 1. Jose Mourinho for the Super Eagles is a big no. Not taking anything away from him. He has done as gracing the dugout, but Mourinho ideas are outdated. They are analog and they are negative. We've seen enough of Mourinho tactics through his friend and ally Jose Pesero. Congratulations to my fellow Gunners. That's Franklin from Area 1.
I think I really see it's a very nice one.
All right, so let's go on this commercial break. When we return, we'll be going to where it happened yesterday in Spain and of course in England, and the games that will be going down later tonight in the Champions League to get the final 2 teams that will join the already 6 teams that have progressed. All these and many more loading on the show. Don't touch the dial.
VOP 96.1 FM.
Variety is the spice of our station.
Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja. Now you have a voice.
Today's sun is so hot though.
So what are you waiting for? Get the authentic taste of creamy cold berry ice cream. To order online from Gariki, call 090-8831-5907. Guarimpa 090-8831-5909. And Lugbe 090-8845-3416.
Enjoy authentic cold berry ice cream. Family Live, a family-friendly program focusing on raising healthy families, dads, moms, and children. Listen to Family Live with the Family Man, Reverend Simon Asemota, Saturdays at 8 a.m. Exclusive to VOP 96.1 FM. Now you have a voice.
Are you aware that Iruka Online Limited installed and designed a 100,000 capacity church building? Oh yeah, we are the sole distributors of global leading brands all over the world, such as Wafday Line Array, speakers and digital amplifiers, Preseno's digital mixers and studio equipment, Coswell workstations and keyboards, Fender Guitars, Mapex Drums, Ashdown Bass Combos, just to mention but a few. We offer flexible payment plan handled by our financial department with 24/7 customer care support system. You can visit our website on www.iruka.com to avoid buying fake products. You can also visit our showroom at number 36 Lagos International Airport Road beside Golden Tulip Hotel. Iruka, never settle for less.
Are you traveling to Lagos and desire a perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42 Murtala Mohammed International Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in our beautiful appointed rooms, featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Now, whether you are traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your every need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop from the Lagos airport.
Why not take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant?
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So why wait? Book your stay today and experience the ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
Believe me. Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. Tune in for all the action. Rep your team and be loyal to the game. Sports Lounge, weekdays 4 to 5 p.m. Now, you have a voice.
Whereas would you rather be if not on Voice of the People 96.1 FM Abuja? We are the latest in a sport and all the trending sports stories making round all over is hitting you and you're loving it because it causes you no pain. It is exactly 36 minutes gone past the hour of 5 p.m. and this is the second half of the sports show, Sport Lounge, with me, Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, and I've got Chukwudonso Rinze, the sport bishop, and Mr. Johnson Makoji, the one you love to call Mr. J, and together we have been cruising and driving you comfortably round the world of sport. Mr. J, it is all about the Champions League. It went down yesterday where record was kept intact. But before he weds into that one, let me let you know that we are currently streaming live on our YouTube channel, Voice of the People 96.1 Abuja, and that is VOP 96.1 Abuja, VOP 96.1 Abuja. Do well to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get all the package that we have for you today and a subsequent package as well as previous packages that we are streaming. Do well to be part of the biggest family that is growing even without fertilizer. Also on our Radio Garden, we are there. Do well to go to Radio Garden on your iOS or your app Google Play Store. Download Radio Garden if you do not have the app and look out specifically for Voice of the People 96.1 Abuja. Alright, so keep your calls coming, keep your message coming on 070-0010-961 961 070-0010-961 Spot Bishop, do you want to tell them the topic we are discussing tonight?
Simple. We heard a big competition coming. We've got past one, but come on, you can still send your own messages. We're talking about Jose Mourinho. Do you think he's the right man to take Nigeria to the next level? Do you think he should be given the job of the Super Eagles of Nigeria? And also, the other question is simple. Arsenal through, Man City through. Can the Champions League remain in England? Can they go all the way and win the UEFA Champions League? Let's hear what you have to think. Or is it going to be one game or one trophy too many for the English team? Only time will tell, but let's have your own say. What do you think? Talk to us.
All right, while you are talking to us, we are also looking at the games that are going down in the Nigerian Professional Football League, giving you a live update as goals are currently pouring. It is 1-1 between Lobby Stars and Rivers United. Rivers United have put one back despite going down earlier to Lobby Stars. And I can tell you for a fact that Caterpillars have finally found the back of the net at the Sani Abacha Stadium. The lead Enugu Rangers by a goal to nil. Sport Bishop, Mr. J, let's go to where it went down yesterday. Let's take you to the foreign scenes. Man United fan, Chelsea fans, please close your ears and hide your face. This is not your competition. You have to wait for about 2 more seasons to see if you can play. Because it looks like Tottenham.
And you want to blame some fans who are rejoicing that they are there. Imagine not being there.
Talking about fans are rejoicing why they are there. Let me let you know that the game between Porto and Arsenal that ended 1-0 in full time made it 4 wins for Arsenal without conceding a goal in the Champions League. Recall that in their previous 3 games they played at PSV Eindhoven and they won 4-0. They defeated Sevilla at home by 2-0 and the whitewash FC Lens by 6-0. And then they went up against the FC Porto and won 1-0, but it was not enough as they lost 1-0 in the first leg. It ended in a penalty shootout where one man became the savior for Arsenal. No other one but their number one, David Raya. Mr. J, let me start with you. The game yesterday, it brought a total of 74 fouls between these two teams in 2 legs, the highest in the history of the Champions League. And some fans will say, give it to Trossard Senior, who so many people believe was the center referee between Arsenal and FC Porto.
Why wouldn't they give it to him when he ruled out a goal? So I don't know how they want to put this in. Calling him Trossard senior or junior, I don't care. The Trossard that matters was the Trossard that scored the only goal in that open play. But then it was, as the game turned out to be what we all expected it to be. Like I was saying,
did it really turn out to what we expected it to be?
Yeah, I expected Porto to play the way they played last night.
Taking Arsenal all the way to penalty shootout.
Yes,
in the boss.
Yeah,
training for set pieces.
When you know,
defending with their lives.
When you know the opponent you are going to meet, you are not as good as they are because they know.
Okay.
And they already have the lead. What then do you want to do to make they did not allow Arsenal to settle and play their game? But then thanks to the masterclass of Arsenal for who they are, the Captain Fantastic, finding that needle of eye of a needle pass for
Martin Odegaard,
for Trossard, for Leandro Trossard, who got the goal. That it was an all-important goal for Arsenal, because had that game continued the way Porto planned, they would have eliminated Arsenal.
I'll still stay with you for some time. You know, I like your analysis on Arsenal. Odegaard, a lot of people say he's far better than Kevin De Bruyne in the Premier League for the past 2 seasons.
It's an
Why?
Because Kevin De Bruyne's exploit has led to silverware. It's true. That's the only thing you can use.
Looking at them as individual, like now.
Okay, if you put Kevin De Bruyne
and Martin Odegaard the past 2 seasons.
Presently,
the past 2 seasons.
It's a tie.
That is another discussion for another day. Talking about a tie, it was a tie in the first leg between Napoli and Barcelona. But it was a one boy, 16-year-old boy, who ended up becoming the player of the match. You can call him the man of the match. 70-year-old Paul Kubasi was a man that caged completely on Victor Osimhen.
I don't like that word, caged. You
but
know?
Looking at the stats,
he had a fantastic game.
He had 100% ball dwell.
Exactly.
He won 5 clearances. He had 3 tackles, 9 long balls, and he had 80 touches for a 17-year-old boy in a Champions League knockout stage for a team like Barcelona against a front three of Kvaratskhelia, Victor Moses, and Politano.
I'll be sincere with you. It's a no for me. See, I don't want to believe the young boy caged. It was a total team performance. Apart from my passing, there was other defenders like Kuyonde.
But look
like
at the statistics.
No,
just read. That is.
Do you know how many passes your centre backs do make in at Arsenal? Does he make them the man of the match? Clean interceptions. See, he did his job. No good. No biggie about.
But had other
if it was the English press, if it was the English press, would the English press be saying that last time it was Foden? That is 17-year-old caged Foden. I think we the Nigerian players are taking it too far, and we need to celebrate our own. Every player has got their off days. Neymar has got his off days.
Every player.
Do they lynch on a player's off day? Osimhen is not human. He's human. He's not returning from injury. He's playing against a Napoli team who is smashed in confidence. Don't forget, in the last 3 games for Napoli, he's been to go-to man who has been the guy fighting to see whether they can get a new lease of life. Wasn't a good day for Victor Osimhen, but to say a young boy caged him is like a bit below the belt for me for Victor Osimhen. He had a great game. Kudos to him. We've seen 17-year-old. Look at the game against where we emerged in that game against Arsenal Barcelona. Can we say he caged Xavi Hernandez and Iniesta? He just had a fantastic game. You play him again against Xavi Iniesta another day. He could get a whitewashed. It happens. These things happen. What happened in the second leg when Jack Bishop was playing?
As for Bishop,
and
you can
one
go
man,
on and
Lionel
on
Messi,
and on.
stole the show.
And defend
it is what it is.
You can go on and on to defend Victor Osimhen.
Absolutely.
The
every day of the
records
week
is there. The statistics is
he
there.
had a great game.
The Barcelona fans will think
I don't think he
the young man had a fantastic day against our
How many
own.
times did he have a one-on-one with Victor Osimhen to start with? I watched that game.
Okay.
How many times let me say did Victor Osimhen get service? Even the goal that was scored was Victor Osimhen the guy is a tireless worker. And we need to give it to him. He worked so hard despite little or no service. The boy enjoyed it. It was a quiet day at the office for the centre back, because if you look at the goal scored, it was scored by centre back Ramani.
But one thing we should look at is, or if you have any advice for modern day football, you really wait and depend on services. The only team that can offer you that service is Man City, offering Erling Haaland. And if you even look at Erling Haaland, hold on, that's what I'm saying. Osimhen, we should not be okay. Osimhen does not get service. Osimhen does not. Yeah, he's a front man. But then modern day football is anyone can score and anyone can offer anything.
Absolutely. So let's not give it like the young man did. It's a Barcelona game.
Playing
at home. Kudos to them.
Fermin Lopez opened the scoring for Barcelona in the 15 minutes, and then Christensen was a yellow carded before João Cancelo doubled the lead for Barcelona. 2 minutes later, in the 30th minute, Napoli got a lease of life when Romani punched on Politano's assist to reduce the deficit to 2-1. But I call him a wizard in the Champions League, put the game beyond bad for Napoli when he got the 3rd goal in that one. No other person but Robert Lewandowski. Sport Bishop games will be going down later tonight in the Champions League.
Exactly, at the Wanda Metropolitano. It is Atletico Madrid vs Inter Milan. Inter Milan take a 1-0 lead, causing that goal by Marco Arnautovic at the San Siro, the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium, if you love to call it that way. And at the Signal Iduna Park, the yellow wall will be on rampage as Borussia Dortmund would host PSV Eindhoven. That game comes up later tonight, 9 p.m. Don't forget, the first leg was ended in a stalemate, a 1-0 draw at the PSV Arena. I come to you, Mr. J. Big games tonight.
Very big.
Where do you switch? Well, where do you pitch your tent?
The two games are a very tough time, but for Borussia Dortmund, I see Borussia Dortmund going.
No stopping them at the Signal Iduna Park. The yellow wall.
Exactly.
We'll come singing.
Where I'm going to have issue is the Atletico Madrid versus Inter Milan, because if you look at these two sides, they play similar game. They are very defensive.
Inter Milan goes with a 1-0 advantage.
It's a very lean,
and they are playing away from home.
Exactly.
We know how Diego Simeone has become unplayable at home.
Exactly. That's why I am saying there are two similar bets. You understand? If Inter Milan should go into this game with bringing in their defensive tactics, Atletico Madrid is not very fantastic attacking wise, so it may be difficult for them to break it. But then
Cesar Spilicueta is out. Thomas Lamar, Antoine Griezmann out as well with an ankle injury. Hopefully recovered before this one. Jose Maria Jimenez, and for Inter Milan under Simeone Inzaghi, you have Carlos Augusto missing. Marco Arnautovic also out. Stefano Sensi and Joan Cuadrado. The game between Dortmund and PSV, they'll be without Sebastian Haller, who has an ankle injury. Kamara and Jordan Rising. Nico Zuckerberg is out with a disciplinary injury, 5 yellow cards. For PSV, there will be no Ismaila Sabiari and Noah Lang, who is also out with a hamstring injury. We'll wait and see how things pan out in both games. Seems you're trying to sit on the fence. I don't know where Fanboy is sitting on. But guys, back to the big talking point. We now officially have 2 English teams from the 4 that started the campaign.
Yep.
Arsenal sneak through first time in 14 years to the quarterfinals. Man City, defending champions, and are balling.
And the fans are buzzing that bring on whoever. That I don't know.
If you're a Man City fan, won't you be buzzing?
Even Arsenal fans.
Arsenal fans be buzzing.
They are saying bring on whoever, except Man City.
And you brought Porto, you had to wait the penalties.
Bring on anyone except Man City.
You see where they accept Man City. Alright guys, we still want to hear from you on 070-0010-961-961 070-0010-961. Let us know if you think that the Champions League should return to England, with Manchester City and Arsenal being the flag bearer for the EPL side. And with the news that Jose Mourinho haven't dropped his CV to become the next coach for the Super Eagles, do you see this as a realistic move for the NFF, or it is just one kind of news that we shouldn't pay attention to?
Simple. Send in your SMS, send in your WhatsApp messages, send in your WhatsApp voice notes, send in your calls or WhatsApp call, and the number is simple: 0700 010 961 961. That is 0700 010 961 961. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also drop your comments on the comment section on YouTube, and we'll give voice to those messages just as you do. So let us know, can Man City and Arsenal bring it back to England? And it's Superior right now for the job. Let's hear from you.
Alright, let's move away from the Champions League for a while and touch down on Liverpool, as this team is gradually planning live after the departure of coach Jurgen Klopp. As Fanway Sports Group, FSG, owner of Premier League side Liverpool, have announced the appointment of Michael Edwards as their new chief executive of football, making a return to the club for its former sporting director. Recall that Edward has previously joined the Merseyside outfit in 2011 before becoming sporting director in 2016, and then he left the club in the summer of 2022 when he was in charge during one of the most successful eras of Liverpool's history. So Liverpool are now planning for life after Jurgen Klopp, a new sporting director, being resigned after he left last summer.
Jay? Club leaving, but it looks like this club Liverpool have a plan.
Definitely, you don't have to wait until everything is over before you restart.
Like Manchester United.
Before you restart.
Waited for Ferguson to leave,
and he got the chosen one. And since then, they've been the chosen team to play and beat.
But the difference in this case is that Jurgen Klopp is not going to select or maybe have a hand in this.
He said he doesn't want to have a hand, and the club knows what's best for them.
So I think it's the best thing for the club to prepare ahead of time. They already know that the man will be leaving at the end of this season.
And we know the contenders.
I don't know the contender yet.
I wish you don't.
Alright, away from that, before we start packing a bag and baggages out of the studio, let's touch on boxing, Sport Bishop, as we hear that Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk both have a game, a fight, rather not a game, a fight. It's Drake that plays the game and he loses. That fight will be coming down on the 16th of May, and then a rematch if either of them are so pleased. And the biggest report is the winner will play
Anthony will fight.
Will
fight Joshua.
Anthony, fight Joshua.
If you ask me, guy, I think it's a recipe for disaster for Joshua. Either ways, whether he faces the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, or he faces Usyk. Don't forget Usyk.
No.
I don't wish to face
any of them.
Usyk has had fun in the past with him, so it's not a new thing. So, but come on, man. I think Tyson Fury wants this bout. Let's be sincere with you. He's been fighting. He said he wants Anthony Joshua. He wants to prove that he can beat Joshua, even said without the belt. He wants to fight with Joshua. And if you look at it, these are the biggest names in heavyweight boxing right now. They will drag the pay-per-view. They will drag the money. Saudi Arabia want to see this fight in Saudi Arabia. They could go each as much as go on with over 50 to 60,000, 60 to 50,000 or $50 million.
Yeah.
So it's huge for them. So for me,
very huge.
We'll see how it goes. But I tell you, I don't want to be Anthony Joshua. I don't want to fight just like
any of them. Exactly.
Neither all of them. But wait and see. I think the fight I want to see is Usyk and Tyson Fury. Anybody who wins that fight, I don't think Joshua will be ready for that person.
Exactly. My thoughts as well.
All right, let's come down to the Nigerian Premier Football League as we give you updates on some of the games that are currently ongoing. More than half of the games are currently in halftime as it is 2-1 against Bendel Insurance. Yes, Bendel Insurance did put a goal back, but it's Aqua United is currently leading Bendel Insurance by 2-1. That game is halftime, and Shooting Stars scored a goal against Doma United shortly before the halftime mark, and it is a 1-0 in favor of the away side. Atlan of Owerri still leading Abia Waters by 2-0. Kano Pillars and Rangers, Enugu Rangers, that game is a 1-0 in favor of the home side. That game is a 6 minutes into 45 minutes, so it's currently 51 minutes in first time. And Kwara United are leading Bayelsa United by a lone goal. It is half time now, and Lobby Stars are leading Rivers United by 2-1, and Niger Tornadoes are leading Sporting Lagos by a lone goal.
And quickly in tennis, let's let you know that Carlos Alcaraz has clinched a straight set victory over Fabian Farozan in the Indian West quarterfinal. To reach the Indian West quarterfinal, I beg your pardon, he won that game 6-3, 6-3, and he will face Alexander Zverev, who beat Australian Alex Domino 5-7, 6-2, 6-3. In the women's category, we had a 1-1 Igor Swiatek is through to the quarterfinals in India with a straight set of win over Kazakhstan. Lyula Putitseva, she won in 1 hour 12 minutes 6-1, 6-2. She will play former world number 1 Caroline Wozniacki, who beat Angelique Kerber 6-4, 6-2.
Guys, I wish we can go on and on and on, but sadly it is that time where we need to say goodbye as one woman fiercely walked into the studio.
Absolutely.
And she's ready to get us
hopefully she will not lose her job like Mauricio Sarri. She will not lose her job like Jose Pesero. She will not lose her job like
driver of was it Lazio now or
gentlemen.
Okay. Let's take this message quickly before we get to you.
Whose names you have called are lost their jobs. All of them have names you can barely pronounce. My name is very easy to pronounce. Losing my job. Thank you very much. Yes, take your messages.
Okay, Franklin from Area 1, he says, good evening, guys. I talk about yesterday's game. Porto deserved my flowers. Pepe is timeless. He has maintained his aggressive agility, grit, doggedness, and stamina at 41. Remains a big conundrum. Man is absolutely infinity at a point. I had my heart beating in my mouth, but then Arsenal kept the top mentality. Can English still retain the title? Maybe Man City. For Barca Napoli game, OSENI did not just had a bad game alone. The whole team is going through a downturn. I give tonight game to Milan.
Alright, thank you so much, Franklin, all the way from Area 1. Spot Bishop, Mr. J, time to say our goodbyes as we'll sit in front of the TV set later tonight to follow the games that will be going down in the Champions League.
I can assure you that Mr. J will be standing in front of
you. Because she watched me all through.
Mr. J will never sit down in front of the TV set to watch a game. I don't know what they put pins on his ball.
That particular
game was a tense game.
It was a tense game.
Join us at exactly 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning on the show Sport Beat and on Sport Lounge at exactly 4 p.m. Yeah. We'll be back to talk more sports. Until then, keep listening to Voice of the People, 96.1 FM, Abuja.
All right, people, stay with me.